Get ready for the action, because Meta is officially partnering with the Festival de Cannes in a massive multi-year strategic deal. Meta is taking the world's front-row seat at the Croisette with groundbreaking technology. We dive into how Meta is using Ray-Ban Meta glasses and AI translations to give attendees and viewers a completely new lens on the magic of Cannes, featuring creators like Reese Feldman and filmmakers such as Enora Hope and Matteo Varini.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we're breaking down the must-see cinema lineup at the 2026 Cannes Film Festival. Festival President Iris Knobloch is speaking on the uncertainty shaping the world and what that means for the power of cinema. We look at exciting new voices like Firstman making his directorial debut, and the intense thriller Her Private Hell featuring Charles Melton and Sophie Thatcher. Now let's talk business at Cannes. U.S. buyers are looking for risk-taking opportunities, and we see which films are grabbing attention. We examine projects like The Housemaid's Secret and the potential for big deals, while also looking at the independent scene's struggle and the excitement around films like John Lennon, The Last Interview. Finally, Neon is arriving as an unlikely heavyweight at Cannes, riding in with 6 straight Palme d'Or wins. Neon chief Tom Quinn reveals why they are backing so many of the top contenders, including Na Hong-jin's Hope and the acclaimed Parasite. Don't miss this deep dive into the future of film distribution and what this festival means for Hollywood. Stay with us. Meta has announced a new multi-year strategic partnership, establishing itself as an official partner of the Festival de Cannes. This collaboration leverages Meta's massive global user base, over 3.5 billion daily users, with video accounting for over 60% of time spent on Facebook and Instagram, to bring the world's most prestigious cultural event directly to its audience. The partnership focuses on shifting the perspective from the sidelines to the center of the action through creator partnerships and the integration of advanced AI and wearable technologies. Meta aims to offer attendees and viewers new ways to see, share, and experience Cannes. A key component of the initiative involves hosting a global roster of creators, filmmakers, culture commentators, and storytellers at the Croisette. These creators will use Ray-Ban Meta glasses to capture behind-the-scenes access, sharing moments on Threads and Instagram, platforms where reels are reshared over 4.5 billion times daily. Reese Feldman will be among the first reporters to wear Ray-Ban Meta glasses on the red carpet, exclusively interviewing arriving talent for Meta and Ray-Ban Meta. The event will feature a diverse group of attendees, including filmmakers Enora Hope, fashion creator Liaz, photographer Bleg, and various international cultural figures, ensuring a wide spectrum of perspectives from first-person viewpoints to backstage insights. Meta House at the Majestic Hotel will serve as the hub for the festival from May 12th to 19th, hosting creator events and discussions on the future of storytelling. The programming highlights the intersection of language, film, and technology. Meta is also serving as the technology partner for John Lennon, The Last Interview, a documentary film selected by Cannes. This project notably utilized Meta's AI tools to generate visuals supporting Steven Soderbergh's abstract reflections, demonstrating how AI can enhance a director's creative process. By deploying its technology at the heart of the Croisette, Meta asserts its role in connecting the magic of the festival to billions of global followers, positioning itself as the world's front-row seat to iconic stories. The Cannes Film Festival 2026 is set to serve as a crucial barometer for the state of cinema, offering a diverse and intentional program reflecting the current global uncertainties. Selected from over 2,500 submissions across 141 countries, the expansive lineup promises a mix of established talent, long-awaited auteur projects, and exciting emerging voices. Key highlights from the festival's slate include several notable features. Firstman makes his directorial debut in the uncertain regard category with a story centered on a New York party promoter and His Unexpected Son, starring alongside Cara Delevingne and Diego Calva. Christian Mungiu presents an English-language debut with significant star power, featuring Renate Reinsve returning to can opposite Sebastian Stan in a film about a couple relocating to a remote Norwegian town and facing relationship turmoil against an isolating landscape. Anticipation is high for Refn's first feature film in several years, which screens out of competition. Her Private Hell features Charles Melton, Sophie Thatcher, and Havana Rose Louis, described cryptically as a hypnotic, unhinged thriller with an original story promising plenty of glamour, sex, and violence. In the genre space, a Korean sci-fi thriller titled Hope stars Taylor Russell, Hoi Yin, Alicia Vikander, and Michael Fassbender. The plot revolves around a married couple whose lives are disrupted by the discovery of a wild tiger, forcing them to confront both an external threat and their internal trust. Another intriguing entry is a film set in 1980s New York during the AIDS crisis. Described as a musical fantasy, it follows a man navigating love and loss amidst a rapidly changing city, starring Rami Malek, Rebecca Hall, Eben Moss-Bachrach, and Luther Ford. The 2026 edition underscores cinema's vital role in connecting audiences, offering a compelling glimpse into the future of filmmaking. U.S. buyers are maintaining a cautious stance ahead of the Cannes Film Festival, though some industry observers are identifying potential opportunities for risk-taking. Meetings are set to begin in the south of France on Monday, with attendees looking to capitalize on the recent uptick in activity observed in Berlin, where sources indicated modest but significant engagement around a reduced selection of packages. U.S. sellers have presented a diverse slate, including new projects from Park Chan-wook featuring Matthew McConaughey, Austin Butler, and Pedro Pascal in the 193's sales title Brigands of Rattle Creek. Ed Zwick's Richard Gere romance Asymmetry at Film Nation. AGC's A-enhanced family project Critters from the writers of Paddington in Peru. And Donald Petrie's comedy The Last Resort starring Daisy Ridley, Alden Ehrenreich, and Sam Neill at Voltage Pictures. There is an early indication that the 2026 offerings are more promising than the previous year, with American sellers pointing to Germany, the UK, the Nordics, and Italy as among the most active buyers. The focus now shifts to transforming appealing concepts into tangible projects. Lionsgate International's The Housemaid's Secret is positioned as a potential standout, built on a proven concept that achieved $399 million at the global box office, featuring director Paul Feig and star Sydney Sweeney, alongside new cast member Kirsten Dunst. Territory buyers are expected to command high asking prices. In shifts within the industry, WME Independent, WMEI, is exiting the international sales space as Alex Walton establishes a new venture. Deb McIntosh will continue to manage U.S. and North American sales under Walton and international team members as they fulfill existing commitments. U.S. acquisition teams are actively pre-buying for late 2027 and 2028, with late 2026 slots reportedly available for completed films, though success hinges on securing an elusive, compelling concept. Despite geopolitical instability and rising living costs, the appetite for quality diversion remains high, as film viewing is perceived as a relatively low-cost activity compared to other expenditures. Palisades Park Pictures CEO Tamara Burkim emphasized the need for audience connection, stating, "Buyers are looking for something that has an audience. That's what worked for The Magic Faraway Tree. Given the times we live in, that movie felt good, happy, adventurous. People want to forget what's going on outside. Audiences are still out there. It's just if they don't know what the movie is, they're not going to see it." Acquisition targets include the Enid Blyton Family adaptation starring Andrew Garfield and Claire Foy, which has already grossed over $25 million internationally, and Bill Condon's South Africa set drama The Road Home. Mark Rylance's directorial debut, Nice Fish, adapted from an absurdist play, is also in consideration. Competition for talent is intensifying as securing stars for commercial projects becomes challenging. Tamara Burkimo noted the difficulty in assembling packages for more commercial films where backers must compete for sought-after actors. Major independent players such as A24, Neon, Focus Features, Searchlight Pictures, Sony Pictures Classics, and Mubi are actively targeting festival selections. Neon, in pursuit of a 7th consecutive Palme d'Or, has 9 selections, including 6 in competition. While there is no singular champion in the independent sector, the potential fallout from the Warner Bros. Discovery-Paramount merger could offer a pathway for compelling independently financed packages to gain traction with the larger entity. Scott Schumann of IFC Entertainment Group expressed optimism regarding Gen Z's engagement, noting that indies are increasingly dominating the top 10 box office positions, which presents opportunities for risk-taking distributors. Key acquisition titles on the horizon include Steven Soderbergh's A-enhanced John Lennon, The Last Interview in Special Channel YouTube Beings, Ira Sachs, The Man I Love starring Rami Malek, and Laszlo Neams's French-language Moulin. Additionally, Reed Van Dyck's directors, Fortnite Selection Atonement, and Quentin Dupia's English-language Midnight Entry Full Fill with Kristen Stewart and Woody Harrelson are on the radar. For smaller U.S. distributors, the shift among streamers toward in-house production has compromised their ability to offer meaningful minimum guarantees. Industry analysts suggest that the current uncertainty surrounding domestic sales is driving increased demands for equity in financing plans, with significant international investment anticipated to subsidize this risk. Neon, a 60-person independent distributor founded in 2017, is making a significant impact at the 79th Cannes Film Festival, entering the event as an unlikely heavyweight. The company carries the impressive distinction of winning the prestigious Palme d'Or 6 consecutive times, a remarkable streak in the festival's history. Chief and co-founder Tom Quinn reflected on this achievement, noting that the wins have always been a surprise, emphasizing that Neon has never entered Cannes expecting to win the Palme d'Or. For the current festival, Neon is backing over a quarter of the 22 competing films for the Palme, including highly anticipated titles such as Ryusuke Hamaguchi's All of a Sudden, Na Hongjin's Hope, and James Gray's Paper Tiger. Quinn stated that the company's selection process is driven by artistic vision rather than chasing trends, noting that they agree on selections even as competition heats up. Neon's presence highlights a growing shift at Cannes, where major Hollywood studios are less visible. This trend favors specialty labels like Neon and A24, which have gained prominence by focusing on filmmakers rather than intellectual property. Quinn explained that the strategy is about pursuing specific directors and films, positioning Neon as an anti-algorithm studio. The company's success is underscored by its slate of acclaimed films, including Palme d'Or winners like Parasite and Anatomy of a Fall, which have also secured Best Picture wins at the Academy Awards. Neon has demonstrated a capacity to break barriers, exemplified by Parasite becoming the first non-English language film to win Best Picture. While Neon does produce films, its core business remains distributing movies in North America, often attaching awards campaigns to releases. Despite not competing with studio blockbusters at the box office, Neon has proven a substantial audience for daring, international cinema. Quinn stressed that the company operates with an agnostic approach to film origins and prioritizes bespoke rollouts for each movie. Neon's upcoming lineup for Cannes features diverse international talent, including Romanian filmmaker Christian Mungiu's Fjord, Japanese auteur Hirokazu Koreda's Sheep in the Box, and Nicholas Winding Refn's Her Private Hell. Despite its success, Quinn admitted a regret over missing out on the 2018 Palme winner, Koreda's Shoplifters, emphasizing the high stakes and subjective nature of the art form they champion.